Hi, this is Dr. Janowski for Sonata Aesthetics. Today we're going to talk about a new product called Lipoderma. Lipoderma is a human-derived fat product where we can inject it just like a fat transfer, but it comes in a small syringe and we can inject it immediately just like a filler. The benefits, of course, of fat is that it lasts a lot longer. It's natural tissue, it looks very natural, it helps to brighten the skin. Sometimes fillers can make areas like the under eye a little bit dark or blue. So we like to have a product that will brighten the skin, and I think this is really ideal for the under eye area, although it could be used for other areas. It's more expensive than on a syringe basis than fillers like Restylane, but could last potentially many years. So it's almost the same process to place it under the eye. The only difference is we're going to add a little bit of local anesthetic beforehand because the cannula is a little bit larger than the normal one that we use. So we want to make sure the patient's comfortable. So we're going to place the Lipoderma in the under eye area, and I'll show you that right now. Let's make an entry point there. And then we'll add the lidocaine. So this is the Lipoderma. We drew it out of a small vial, and here it is. It's a 1.5 cc's, which is a half cc more than you'd get from a Restylane. So we're just going to use a half of this on each side, and we'll use our typical cannula technique, but we're going to use a little bit of a bigger cannula because it's a little thicker. And we're going to place that in the usual area, in the tear trough area, and just a little bit at a time here. Inject that in, and we're going to compress with our fingers here. Just another drop right here. Okay, good. And we'll switch to the other side here. And then close. So we see there's a little gap there, so we want to try to fill that gap with the Lipoderma. Just do a small amount at a time here. Good. So we just compress that. It's very compressible. Good.
You don't feel it.
You didn't feel that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so we pre-numbed you. Can feel a little funny around the eyes. But the idea is that we want to use that natural product, the fat product, to work longer and with a more natural look than possibly with fillers. The fillers under the eye can tend to, they can sometimes swell afterwards. They can sometimes look lumpy, bumpy. We generally don't see that with fat, so we don't generally have to intervene once we put it in. We can always decide to add more. We'll start conservative. And remember, the fat's a living tissue, so it can grow and improve over time. It may look slightly swollen in the first day or so, but that should come down nicely. And generally, we don't expect bruising. So that's Lipoderma, a new fat-derived, human-derived fat product that we have now for injection in the face. And you can see this goes very quickly. We only have one injection point. We can put some topical numbing for that, but generally this is all under the skin, not through the skin, once we get the cannula in there. So we're just going to distribute this product evenly. And then do the fourth quadrant here. It's important to use your left hand to stretch the lip a little bit so we have a nice straight line that we're injecting into. And that's it. So that was the injection of the lip with a cannula. It took maybe 1 to 2 minutes to do. Only 2 injection points, generally no bruising, and it just goes nicely and evenly throughout the lip. And gives a nice natural look with very little recovery. So that's my technique for lip injections.